All right, guys, so let's talk through this first situation. There's a runner on second base only, base hit to right field, and this base hit to right field is going to be in the outfielder's lane. Now, we're going to talk more about that here in a second. We have an opportunity to make a throw to home plate. What are the defensive responsibilities? Let's go through this. So this is the setup on the field. Again, we have the runner at second base. We have the pitch coming into home plate. Now let's talk about the outfield throw lane. This is a imaginary 15-foot lane that if the ball is hit inside of it, the outfielder is able to work through the baseball, which gives them an opportunity to make the throw to the lead base. This is important not only for the outfield to know, but also for the infielders to know, so you can help be the eyes and help the outfielders make decisions. This is an important thing to understand because the outfielders really need to be able to work through that ball if we are throwing the ball to home plate. So notice this base hit stays in that lane. So now we have an opportunity to throw the runner out at home plate. Obviously, speed dependent of the runner. How hard is this ball hit? There's a few other factors, but this lane is it has major impact. So we got the runners moving. Now, what is the first baseman's responsibility? What does he do in this situation? All right, he's going to work and become the cutoff. So he's going to be he's going to be on the infield grass, and he is going to make sure he is lined up in a straight line between the right fielder and first base. Now, a little tweak here. If you have a right-handed throwing right fielder, typically they're going to have a little arm side run. That usually happens. So if you find the right fielder is constantly missing towards the third base side, you can position yourself maybe one step closer to the foul line to help give the right fielder a better visual so he can play that little fade and hopefully make a more accurate throw to the catcher. Now, what is the second baseman's responsibility? This is interesting. This changes if there's a runner at first or if there's no runner at first. But in this situation, there is no runner at first base. The second baseman is going to cover the first base bag. He's going to be there in case that batter runner takes too big of a turn. Now we have a play there. It also just keeps the runner from being overly aggressive on this play. Now, what is the shortstop's responsibility? Where does he go? This one's pretty easy. He goes right to the second base bag. Now, where does everybody else go? What's everyone else's responsibility? So we're going to watch the dots move here. Center fielder, you're going to back up the play in right field just in case that ball hops over the right fielder's glove. Left fielder, you're working to back up the play. You don't know if this throw is going to second base. You don't know exactly what's happening. The ball might throw or might go to the first baseman. He might redirect to the shortstop. So left fielder, you have to kind of anticipate the play and be in a position where you can back up. Third base, you're going to the third base bag. And then pitcher, you are backing up the play at home plate. Obviously, there's only so much green for me to work with here, so it looks like the pitcher is almost standing in the batter's box, but really he's going to be backing up this play at home plate. Now this throw comes in. Now this is a really important discussion. Now, what are the first baseman's options on this play? We have 5 of them. I want to talk through each of them here. So when does the first baseman let this ball go? This is if the throw is on the line, there's an opportunity for an out at home plate. You don't hear the catcher say anything. You let this ball go, and you see if you have an out at home plate. That's when we let the ball go. When would the first baseman cut and redirect this ball to first base? Let's say we're later in the game. We're up by 4 or 5 runs. We're trying to get outs. We're trying to finish this game off. We see the batter runner take a wide turn around first base, and the second baseman's doing his job. Now the first baseman can cut it, throw that ball to the second baseman, and we have a cheap free out. All right, number 3, when would we cut the ball and redirect to second base? This is if, let's say we're up, and we're just trying to collect outs. The batter runner just hits the first base bag and is taking off to second base. And let's say it's a 50-50 play at home plate. And instead of rolling the dice there, we just cut the ball. We throw the ball to second base, again, to get an out because we're trying to finish off the game. When would the first baseman cut the ball and relay the throw to home plate? Never. This would never, ever happen. Now, let me start with this. Let me preface this. This is going to be more geared to high school, college, professional type setups. I understand at the youth level, sometimes you might have 3 or 4 players that you feel comfortable with that can catch the ball and make accurate throws, and so this might change slightly. But if you think about this, on the throw to home plate, if there's an opportunity for the first baseman to catch it, relay the ball home, that third base coach made a terrible decision to send the runner. So we don't ever want to think as a first baseman that on this play that we actually are going to cut it and throw the ball to home plate, because really there is no scenario where this will happen. You've never seen this in a major league game. And then finally, the 5th option is cut and hold the ball. So let's say this throw is offline. Let's say there's no chance. It's a speedy runner at second base. The right fielder throws it to you. The batter runner stays on the first base bag. You have no shot at home plate. Just cut the ball and hold it. Obviously, the first baseman, we are in line between the right fielder and the catcher. So if this ball is thrown offline a little bit, we have to catch the baseball. Do not let the ball go through to the catcher if there's no opportunity at home plate. So that's why it's important, first baseman, to bust it. Make sure you get into your position quickly so you not only give the right fielder a visual, but if that throw is off, you can make a decision to cut and look for another option. So let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if I missed anything, and hope this video is helpful.